Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is May 2023, so naturally we're taking a look back at what happened in April 2023 and where we sit year to date in the real estate market in Ottawa. And boy, oh boy, are we turning a corner or what? As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the new listing videos before they hit, and share this with somebody who might be interested in keeping up to date with everything. And you can book an appointment with me down below in the Calendly link. As always, let's just jump right into it. Month combined in the month of April, we sold a total of 1,488 properties, a decrease of 20.7%, and the average price went down by 9.1% in the month of April versus 2022. But we've been seeing the number of sales down by 30 or 40%, and we've been seeing the average price down by 15, sometimes even as much as 20. So feels like we're turning a corner. Inventory, we certainly do have more inventory versus April 2022, but not a lot more versus March 2023. And that might be one of the reasons why we are turning that corner. The months of inventory is the lowest that we've seen it so far year to date. We, at the sort of bottom of the market, got close to almost 4 months of inventory. At the absolute peak of the market in 2022, we were at about 2 weeks of inventory. We are in seller's market territory, right in the middle of it. And what that means is that there's some houses that are selling very quickly, some houses that are taking a long time to sell. Year to date combined, we are sitting at a reduction in number of sales by 33.5%. Again, that was hovering closer to 40% earlier this year. The average price down by 14.2%. Again, that was hovering closer to about 17% earlier this year. Like I said, it does seem that we're turning a corner into a typical seasonal market. It's the springtime. You can feel the energy. Spring is in full swing. The inventory is low, and we're seeing faster absorption rate because there's more buyers who are coming to the table. The reason is the interest rates have started to sort of flatten out, and that buyer sentiment seems to be improving, but we don't have more inventory coming to the houses than buyers coming to the market. The month over month average price is up by $41,000 combined, which is relatively significant. Breaking it down onto each side, the residential side, we've got 1156 in terms of number of sales, down by 17.9%, and 747 in terms of average sale price in the month of April on the residential side. You can see that's down by 9.7%. The inventory, again, we certainly do have more inventory than last year, but not a lot more than last month. And again, that's the same story as we saw on the combined side. Definitely a seller's market, 1.8 months of inventory on the residential side. Year to date on the residential side, we're looking at a decrease in number of sales by 32.4% and a decrease in average sales price year over year by 13.4%. But there's actually an increase month over month versus March going into April, an increase of $37,000 on the residential side. Q1 was definitely a rebound quarter, but as we compare back to the year over year numbers, it seems like the prices are down. But we're looking back to a typical slower year. Buyer sentiment is improving. The rates are holding steady, but inventory levels continue to be outpaced by buyer demands, which is putting this upward pressure on prices. Getting on to the condo side of things, you can see the number of sales is down by 29.1% in the month of April, and the average price down by 8.1% versus 2022. There is more inventory for buyers to pick through than there was last year, but there's actually less inventory than there was for condo buyers to pick through than there was last month. An interesting change there. 1.87 months of inventory, so still absolute middle of seller's market territory. Year to date on the condo world, you can see the number of sales down by 36.7%, average price down by 10.2%, and we are overall year to date up by $1,000 versus where we started the beginning of 2023. And in 2022, the average condo price went down by approximately 5%. This is the point in the year last year where the market started to shift downwards after the peak. And the reason was the interest rates started to pick up. Okay, our year over year numbers will start to begin to look more and more favorable. That's why I said we're turning a bit of a corner here than they have since the beginning of the year. The change is evident to me as we're going through and we're analyzing this data. So if you are interested in buying a house, investing in a property, selling your house, any of the above, please reach out. You can schedule an appointment with me in the calendar link below. You can reach out in any way that you like. The phone number, of course, 1-888 Real 585. As always, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with somebody who you think might be interested. And until we meet again, keep it real, collective.